The first thing you need to understand about character, that character is not a mystical trace. Character is divinely what? Constructed. That should bring to your mind, in as much that character is divinely constructed, character can also be what? Demonically constructed. It depends on where you are picking your character from. And the early discovery of the character trace in you will determine how you are going to appropriate your construction. What did I mean by your construction? Is to determine what you need to take out and what you need to take in. Then number two is that the discovery of your character early will actually bring you to the understanding of what is influencing your character. Is it demonically or divinely? There are things you know that are divine. Hello. There are certain character traits that when you see them, you know that what? They are divine. And there are other characters you see in another people that are demonically what? Constructed. Now, what is divinely constructed character? Divinely constructed character can be described as the consistent ability to pick or to choose what is right based on divine truth, regardless of emotional pressure. And this divinely constructed character is built through 3 stages. Stage number 1 is knowledge acquisition. Knowledge acquisition. And in knowledge acquisition, there are 4 things that help you to build your constructive character. Number 1, you must learn the truth. Say with me, you must learn the truth. Under knowledge acquisition, you must what? Learn the truth. What does the truth say? There are world view, there are psychological view, there are philosophical view. But what does the truth say? Number 2, in building constructed character through stage number 1, knowledge acquisition, is that you must identify the aspect of your life that is not stable. The aspect of your life that is not stable. And based on my research, I have discovered that every aspect of life that is unstable is traceable to ignorance in that area, because knowledge exposes you to stability. The number 3 is that every knowledge acquired bring clarity on the subject. That is to say that knowledge produces clarity. But one thing you must know as a disclaimer on knowledge acquisition is that knowledge alone does not produce constructed character. I'm putting a disclaimer on knowledge acquisition. That's why you see a professor of internal or an emeritus internal medicine that is what? Smoking, drinking. And that's why at times you see some so-called religious people womanizing. That's to let you know that knowledge alone does not produce character. And that moves us to the second stage on how to build constructive character, which I said number 2 is reason internalization. Internalize. Now, what knowledge does is to establish information. Now, in this stage 2, we move from information to conviction. Hello, you move from what? Information to what? Conviction. And what moves up from information to conviction is the truth. This is where governance is enacted into our life. It helps us to undo things. Now, so what do we mean by reason internalization? It talks about the level at which our mind interprets impulse. But the interpretation of the impulse is not subject to our mental reasoning or intellectual reasoning. Is subject to what? Scriptural truth. Let me give you an example. Something happened. You are offended. Are you getting my point? But what is the truth? The truth says, be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger. James 1:17. That is the truth. You are offended. Of course, the thing the person has done is offensive. So emotionally you should react. But what does the truth say? James 1:19. Be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. Are you getting my point now? Are you getting my point now? And let me tell you this. Character is formed when truths override instincts. Character is formed when truths override instincts. Because there is an instinctive way of behaving. Just be brought down. How you know that you have developed character in an area is that you are not reactive. You are not what? You are not reactive. You think through. Stage number 3. consistent application. Constructive character is built through consistent application. Faith, let me help you to appropriate one of the things you say when I ask you a question about principle that time. This is how pattern is built. Faith, pattern is built through repeated obedience, because consistent application brings you into a place of obedience. And it is not just one-time obedience. It is what? Repeated obedience. And repeated obedience form patterns. Then pattern form habits. Then habits forms character. And let me say this to you. In life application, faith, character is not proven in comfort. It is revealed under pressure. And I used to say it in my house. Don't say I'm under pressure. That's why you react like that. No. When what is putting you under pressure is under your control, it means that you are expressing character.